They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield, it's Bryant working that wide receiver screen. Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Gary. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Pass to Tech. Touchdown, Kansas State. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
You can tell This defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Finds the tight end. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Gary. Still on his feet at the 45. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cobb. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They're not into threes. They want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second and goal coming up. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Bryant. Dumps it off in the flats. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
They want to throw it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Edwards. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The hand to the running back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Bradley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Powers through the defender. Turning it on. Oh, he got some room entered at the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
With the catch, it's Gary. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Bryant. A little release to the back. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Eagles! And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He's looking to pass. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the two-point conversion. So that drive covered just 44 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking for a crease, it's Edwards. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. A strike downfield. Oh, a lot of space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. field. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Bounced right back to them. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the bat. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Johnson looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Grabbed over the middle. It's held. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. It's a running room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
From the gun, the ground game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
That's caught. It's Edwards. Offense scoops it up and still going. I don't know if it was... And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Still on his feet. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his knock.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
With the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. That's caught. It's Gary. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the gun. The running back has it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Got his man. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Calls his own number. Creates a little space. And he gets it done.
Woi.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
It's on me.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
So defense, tighten up, man.
Spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in the groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make the play.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. To the air, it's Bryant. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for him.
The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Gary. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. To the air, it's Bryant. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
From the gun, looking for a man. Nice catch for the two-point conversion. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got his man. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The inside handoff. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking for space, it's Jackson.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. They'll give it to him again. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. 2nd down coming up with this red zone opportunity. Quickly complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute. We score to take the lead. It's what you it's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Bryant. The short hands, it's Gary. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Gary. Timeout called by the offense, 23 seconds remaining in the game. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cobb. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. catch in the middle. It's Brown. It's a seam wide open. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb.
No!
That will be the final play as they make the stop.
No!
The clock has expired.
No, why'd you go there?
Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with the...
Don't take it to overtime!
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this
Oh,
is not the performance we're
Liv.
expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just has to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.